where we are as the Wildcats hosting the Lebanon Warriors. And the teams are going to be heading out of the locker room very, very shortly as the excitement continues to build for this opening kickoff tonight as we are with the number 4 team in the first computer rankings, and that is Springfield.
Springfield Wildcats. And the thing that really impresses me, points for, 25 points against.
Yes.
11, and that's pretty much unheard of clear across the GWAC and even other conferences. That's amazing. 11. And the defense tonight, they have to keep up doing what they're doing to continue to that. That's really amazing. 11 points is all.
Well, turn around
in 4 games.
Turn around and look at the other defense. 10 points a game for Lebanon.
That's true.
That is incredible.
So it's a battle of the defense, and of course, you like to see a run balance offense, and the games that we've seen so far, we've actually seen just running and very little passing, and then all of a sudden, now you got a team, both teams, that have to use both to get a victory tonight.
To get a victory. And, the one thing I say, okay, run the football, pass it. It's going to open up the passing game. We saw the deal last week with Southeastern. They had a big running game. They ended up with a good passing game.
And, everybody says, that you have to have both. And that might be true with some teams as you see them starting to come out here. The Warriors are coming out.
Here come the Lebanon Warriors as they head out on to the field and being led there by Nicholas Straw, who leads the GWAC with 85 tackles in 4 games. Holy moly, nobody has that many tackles, do they?
That's why they have 10 points against.
Yeah, really. And he's a linebacker. And, of course, with a linebacker, you've got to keep him away from the offensive lineman. And they've been doing a good job, the defensive line for Lebanon, to keep him free and being able to roam. We are waiting now for the entrance of the 4-0 Springfield Wildcats. And the Wildcats coming into the ball game, as Gary had mentioned, averaging 25 points a game, giving up but 11 a ball game.
And the heartbreaker was the last time we saw them, and that was down against
Fairmont
down there that took care of them in that rainstorm, where we had the pleasure of having a halftime interview that you can catch on our website with Mr. John Legend. And there's a good look at the big Wildcats, which was a little soaking wet when we got here, but I'm so glad that rain left us and we got a nice breeze going. I think the fall weather is finally upon us, and we can put those shorts away maybe for once and for all.
All right, here we go. Are you ready? And that's the way the announcer is saying it. Coop for your Springfield Wildcats as they'll be heading out onto the field as we are getting ready to play some high school football and a couple of ball clubs who have just totally turned it around. And they 3-1 and 4-0.
I guess if you're 4-0, you can hold everybody in this suspense.
Yeah, you can.
Look at the team on the other side. You look at Lebanon, they're going, come on, let's play some football, but the clock's going down to 1 minute. I bet they come out right at 1 minute. Here we go.
Well, that is a little bit of head game being played there, don't you think?
They're done. But I'm looking forward to this game tonight because we haven't seen Springfield, the new Springfield, and want to see how disciplined they are.
Here they come. Your Wildcats. Just ahead of us, folks, we got the opening kickoff. Let's check out the officials. Brought to you by Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons. We're seeing is believing. And Gary, the guys huffing and puffing and stripes tonight. Who are they?
Well, the guy to keep an eye on is the white hat there. That's referee Don O'Connor. Umpires John Sullivan. Linesman tonight, Mark Oberholzer. Line judge Jordan Nipper. And the back judge Brandon Snyder.
And eyes on the officials have been brought to you by Doctors Larry Fish, Gary Lau, Scott Stork, and Sam Gallo. Call 800-638-2034. The Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons, where seeing is believing. I'm surprised that the ball players do not take that big long walk around the field. I saw him, and that's I I don't know. You pointed it out.
Yeah.
And Maurice Douglas was walking the field.
And when you want to find out about the team, that's what you do is you walk around the field with him and have a chat because he's not going to stop. That's his warm-up before every game.
All right. As we see the color guard that's coming out onto the field, and our national anthem is just ahead of us here tonight, which is going to turn out to be just a great night. Here we go, the national anthem. I don't know if you feel the same way, but every time I hear that, I get goosebumps. What a great presentation of our national anthem in Old Glory.
That's Springfield Marching Band is one of the best bands around.
Yeah.
Kent Ridge, at one point in time was known for being a pretty good band. They still are a good band. But the Springfield Marching Band does a great job, and competition has started for these folks too around the area.
And when you think about it, they're kind of on an island because they've got the football game many times throughout the football season. Off they go Saturday as they'll put on presentations.
One thing you want to look at, Lee, on the kickoff, depending if with Springfield when they kick off. Remember last year, every time they kicked off, they went for that onside kick. We kind of need to see tonight if they change that or stick with it.
It burned them one time, though. You got to watch it. All right. We're getting ready to go. There goes Larry Stevens. He'll be heading out onto the field along with James Wood II.
So we get to see Springfield with the ball first.
Jalen Denny also headed out that way as well. I am looking so forward to watching the defensive end, Isaiah Gibson. He is 6'4", 294. He doesn't have the most tackles, but he's got 3 sacks as well, defensive end. Heading back deep. Number 7, Michael Brown Stevens.
And Raheem Moss.
Raheem Moss is out there as well, and we are just about ready to go. Ball is all teed up at the 40-yard line. There's the arm raised, there's the whistle, and we're just about ready to play some football. One lone straggler coming in for Springfield. The ball is high, it's in the air, it's caught at the 23, to the 25, to the 30. A little bit of running room, trying to cut it up the middle, gets it to the 35-yard line. That's where Springfield will put it in play. First down and 10 yards to go. Actually, a very nice return by James Wood II.
And coming in for that tackle is number 30, Dalton Hedges for Lebanon, and stopped him. So you're set up there pretty much around the 35-yard line.
Boy, we have got some beef out here tonight on some of these offensive and defensive linemen.
And that's what makes that running game work. People don't realize that. They got a great running game. Well, that line must be doing something right.
And Larry Stevens is heading out to the top of your screen. And Raheem Moss is in at quarterback. He's got a running back in there with him. Getting ready to go. That being Tavon Smoot. The ball's going to be handed off to the man in motion. Coming this way is Michael Brown Stevens. Michael Brown tries to do some cutting, but it's just going to lose him about a yard or two. That was very well defended by Lebanon. They just held their positions, watched the football, watched Stevens, and he loses 2 yards. It's going to bring up second down. Well, actually, it's more like a yard, so about 11 and a half yards to go for the first down. Looking over to the sidelines. Yeah, this is your number 4 team, Division I, Region 3, and that being the Springfield Wildcats. Still looking over to the sidelines. In the backfield is Tavon Smoot. He'll stand in behind Raheem Moss. Calling the signals. Wide right. Man in motion. Left to right. Going to turn around. Hand it off. Coming straight up the middle. And it looked like he kind of maybe had thoughts of losing the football. That's what it looked like. Like he didn't have a real good grip. But Tavion Smoot picks up a few. It'll be third down at about 7.
And you're looking at number 26 in there. That's Caleb Newman. He's the 185-pound senior in on that tackle. And he went pretty much toe-to-toe with Smoot. And they're going to be, that's a long third down to try to get here just as we get underway here in Springfield, Ohio.
Yeah, that is a long, long way to go. Out to the top of your screen, Larry Stevens. As a matter of fact, 3 receivers to the top of your screen. As Moss calling out the signals. Man in motion, doesn't get it. Moss looks like he might have a little bit of running room. And just as it looked like he was going to do some breaking away, he is brought down, and I believe, was that not Nicholas Straw?
Yeah, that's number 3, Nick Straw, the linebacker. He's 235, so he's going to give the quarterback a little bit of a hard time tonight, and you're not going to get outside with him. He is really stout and really quick, and it looks like Lebanon's going to have pretty good field position if this is a decent punt.
And if you have a chance to watch the linemen on the defense when they're out there, watch what they do for Straw. They keep everybody away from him. And that's how he made that tackle. He wasn't even touched. Ball snap back. This is just a low knuckleball. It's going to bounce at the 39-yard line, and it's going to go dead right there at Lebanon's 39-yard line. Not much of a kick, but it's going to put Lebanon in just great field position. Clark County College night, Gary. More than 50 colleges going to be in Springfield to meet with prospective students. Are you one of those? Let's go on Wednesday. 7 to 8:30 at Clark State Communities College, Hollenbeck.
Bailey Creative
Now look at
Arts
me, my lips are going blah, 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 blah.
Conference Center.
So that is coming up again on Wednesday. Admissions representatives for over 50 colleges going to be in attendance to meet with prospective students. Well, my lips started running everywhere but the right way on that one. In at quarterback, and he has been all season long, is Kyle Short. And there go the flags. Short hands it off. Getting a little bit of running room around that left side is Keith Farr. Farr came in as the leading rusher for this Lebanon ball club, and we'll see. This probably will be a legal procedure. Some movement in there. That's exactly what it is against Lebanon. So it's going to back them up 5, and you need to take that penalty because you need to get the field position back on your side. As the punt did not go very far at all. Went down to the 39-yard line. So they're still looking over to the sidelines. Okay, now they're marking it off. It's going to take it inside the 35 to about the 34.5-yard line where it's first down and 15. Lebanon lost their first game of the year, and then they came back and have won the last 3. Now, did they decline that penalty? It's going to end up being a 2-yard gain. So it's going to be second down and 8 yards to go. Yeah, you don't have to take the illegal procedure. Normally they call it way before that, though, and then play never gets off. And the football off. Got a little bit of running. Oh, what great defense out there. Cutting across and not letting the runner go anywhere was Stennett. As Farr just got up ahead of Stame, and Stennett said, "No, I'm sorry. Here he comes. Watch him." Bang! Took him down right like that. Also wrapped around his ankles was Stennett there. Did a great job of keeping him straight up. Top of your screen, a couple of wide receivers for Lebanon as the Warriors try to get this drive moving. Third down at about 6. Farr with the football. Got a little bit of running room. Is going to get close, but he's going to be short by about a yard and a half of that first down. Let's see if Lebanon sends out the punt team, and here they come. Too early in the ball game to try anything too sneaky. So let's see. Well, are they going to? It's fourth down, 1 yard to go.
They might just pooch this.
Well, they're going to. This is interesting to see.
Now watch if he backs him off. He's trying to draw him offside, perhaps. Now
here comes
the punter.
So Farr's coming in. He's about 34.3 yards a punt. Just about where Springfield is at 34 yards a punt on the average. Long count, low snap. Farr gets it, kicks it. Nice kick. Picked up at about the 15. Trying to go wide. Nowhere to go with the football. So Michael Brown-Stevens basically is going to be stopped in his tracks. I'm waiting for him to get a little bit of running room.
Yeah, he should have just gone north-south once he caught that punt.
Yeah.
He tried to go east and west, and they dropped him a little bit. Coming up, you got that throw for Dotley.
Yeah, with Jessica Flick from Lebanon and Michaela Oakes from our Springfield Wildcats. Throw for dough. And if those ladies put it through the throw for dough banner, $500 for the athletic department of
they'll
the
be
school.
doing the do-si-do.
Doo-dah. All right, Springfield setting up. This is going to be their second drive of the evening. We're still first quarter action with 8:39 remaining. Both ball clubs have had a chance to handle the football. Going to hand it off with a man in motion. Gets to about the 15-yard line and then is just going to be nailed down, and that being Jeff Tolliver. So Tolliver may have gotten a couple. Call a second down and 8, Gary.
Yeah, nice little run out there, but the outside blocker's got to seal that corner so he can take it down that sideline, but didn't quite get the blocking he needed. And it just developed a little bit too slow here. I'm kind of a little amazed that the pace seems a little slow from Springfield right now.
Yeah, they are. And it looks like they're going to stay away from the middle, too. Of course, you got the leading tackler in the G-Walk right there, standing at the inside linebacker position.
You're always double teaming.
Well, that's true. You can. The defensive line so far has kept him pretty clean in his linebacking position. Nice hole. Going for it. Look at him go, running, and coming up is Tavion Smoot as he'll bring it out to about the 30-yard line. He saw that little bitty hole, and watch this.
Now watch,
Bam, there it is.
He takes the hole.
Yeah, there it is.
And he's being chased down, and he's going to be tackled by number 10, Gidanaro.
Looking over to the sidelines, trying to come with that with the next play. Mawson, the quarterback. You got 3 receivers to the top of the screen for the Wildcats. Straightening up, low pass, and caught right at the 34-yard line was James Wood. So Wood will pick it up and take it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. That is going to bring up a second down. Second down and roughly about 4 yards to go for the first down. So 2nd and 4. That's a nice way to pick it up because then you can do just about anything on this down. Almost a throwaway, but not quite. Man going in motion. Keeping the football is quarterback Moss. Boy, he gets away from it. How did he do that? He was wrapped up around the ankles and just kind of stepped out of that tackle and is going to pick up a first down out to about the 43.
Watch this play. He holds on this forever, and then he pulls it back out, goes right up the middle, breaks one tackle, scoots forward for a couple, and then he's dropped by the entire Lebanon defense. But he got himself a first down.
You know who he broke the tackle from? Number 3. That being Nicholas Straw, the leading tackler in the league. So he's not, I mean, he's good, but sometimes you make a mistake. He just kind of fell backwards.
He just didn't quite have that angle of attack.
Out into the flat. Nice pass, nice running room. Got himself the corner. And boy, that speed pays off. Speed kills. Moses Douglas, nice pickup, will take it down into Lebanon territory. And that's the way you can move the football when you can run the football.
Yeah, and his
Look
dad's pretty happy right now with that run. That's Coach Mo Douglas' son.
Don't look up, Gary.
And he's committed to go to Kentucky.
Holding on Springfield.
Comes back.
Yeah. So a nice pickup. Wow, what a great pickup. That was just to perfection, that pass out into the flat. All right, it's going to bring up first down to 20 now. Ball goes back to the 34-yard line of Springfield. Boy, you hate to see that.
Just do it again this side.
Well, if they can, they can. I hope so. Let's see.
And this is traditional Springfield. Look over and watch that play clock.
Yeah.
And it's down to 13 seconds.
6:16 remaining here in this first quarter. We are scoreless right now on what's turning out to be a pretty nice Friday evening for football. Ball snapped back. Moss looking, got his man deep. If he can run underneath it, got it! 30-yard line, beautiful catch by Michael Brown-Stevens. You can watch him do that in the Big Ten with Minnesota starting next year.
Now watch this. He just gets all the time in the world in the backfield. to prep and look. He looks right, and then he says, "I'm going deep. Here we go. Take it all the way." And
run under it.
Right in the bread basket.
Did you see him run underneath that ball? He was double teamed too. Nice pass. Ball is at the 26-yard line. First down. 10 yards to go. Stevens out on the right. I wonder how many games John Legend will make at Minnesota. Or Grandpa. Ron Stevens. With the football, holding on to it again. He's going to try to get the corner. Cuts it. Oh, nice cut. Nice cut. And then he's finally hacked down as it gets down to the 14-yard line, and doing a great job again with that football is Moss.
Coming in for this tackle at the very end is going to be Colton Quantz, defensive lineman, 5'11", 205, and we got another penalty as they pick up their laundry and march it back again. A lot of penalties to start off this game.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, this is going to go back, and I'm trying to catch. I didn't catch what that was. I'm assuming that was a holding penalty the way it looked, because it's all the way back to the 32-yard line, which is going to bring up first down and 20 yards to go.
Didn't seem to bother them the time before. They just went for that long bomb and got it all back.
Well, we'll see if they can do it again.
Oh, there's movement again. See, this is not the disciplined team that Mo Douglas wants.
Yeah. In moving is Dorian Harper.
Really hard to believe, Lee. In week 5, that's happening.
No, you can't let that happen. As you get closer and closer to the playoffs.
I was watching a 7th grade game the other day, and they didn't have one offside penalty. They were that disciplined as 7th graders.
Douglas in the slot to the top of the screen, and split out wide is Stevens. Boy, he's got some speed. Moss calling the signals. Here comes the rush. Here comes the pass. Wide open over the middle. 5 touchdowns! Springfield. Larry Stevens. Larry Stevens cut through a couple of defenders like butter and took it into the end zone. Raheem Moss has turned himself into a passer after they had him listed as a tight end. No more tight end for that man. In is Braden Carey. I think he's missed just 2 extra points this year. He's got himself a field goal as well. There go the flags again.
And hit the goalposts and bounced out.
And it's going to be against Springfield. And Gary, you can't have this. Penalty after penalty after penalty.
And that kick hit the goalpost. And
it did go through.
It did go through. I thought it went off to the left.
Oh, did it? It looked like from here.
Of course, if that was the case, then they probably wouldn't be kicking again. But that's going to move him back. We saw him warming up from this distance. That should not be a problem.
No, it shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. This will be like a 25-yard field goal. Here it is. It's on its way. It's far enough, and it is good. All right, with 4 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the first quarter, it is a 7-0 Springfield lead over the Lebanon Warriors.
Watch this pass all the way down, wide open, and he gets hit as he crosses the end zone. Touchdown there. Ball hit the ground. No fumble. Touchdown.
Yeah, the ground cannot cause a fumble. Do you remember that when you were playing? If you fell down to the ground and you fumbled, you fumbled. So that's another thing that has changed since our day.
And if the whistle blew, then you're okay. But,
yeah, but if it didn't,
no.
Yeah, it's fair game. All right, Springfield is going to be kicking off. In there to kick off will be Braden Carey.
And that day, too, Lee, there was that thing called a cross body block where you could take out a couple people on just throwing the lumber around.
Throw for the knees. And
look what happened.
Oh,
you got people hobbling around right now.
I still am, yeah. And then there was well, go ahead, Gary. Go ahead.
See if they have an onside kick here. This is kind of traditional for Springfield, and like we said last year, they love to do that. But you know, when you're playing Lebanon right now, they got a great defense. You're lucky to be in the end zone right now, but you got to put your defense out there and do some damage.
But you don't want to give them good field position. Noah Schneider, the senior defensive back, 6 foot tall, he is back deep. He stands right around the 8-yard line. Here's the kick. Goes
Script.
across the ground. It's going to be picked up and kind of fumbled by one of the up men coming to the near sideline and going to be knocked out of bounds right in front of the Springfield bench is Caleb Newman.
Delian Bradley came shooting across there for the tackle for Springfield.
All right, so Lebanon will be, I think this will be their third drive. And this time it's going to be started back inside the 30, but barely at the 29-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go for the first down. Football action from Evans Stadium here in Springfield. Boy, have they done a lot to this stadium. Look at that field. It is absolutely beautiful. Calling out the signals will be Kyle Short. Man going in motion. And Short just falls on the football right there. He's going to take a loss of about a yard, Gary.
A little fumble on that, a little bobble on that snap, so that's unfortunate for Lebanon because they lose it down in about a yard and a half. So
it's, for all intents and purposes, second down and 11 yards to go for the first down. Man still in motion, giving it to the motion man. Heading over to the left side is going to be corralled right there as he comes up with a couple of yards, and that being Paul Anderson. So Anderson will pick up pretty good yardage. And then it's going to be dumped right there after about a 6-yard pickup because it's third down and about 5 yards to go for the first down.
Moses Douglas in on that tackle.
Short under center, trying to get a man in motion. Man heads in motion. Going to hand it off to the motion man once again, heading up the middle. He's going to be close to the first down, but I don't think Paul Anderson got it. He had to reach the 39-yard line, and I think they're going to place it at the 37. So it's going to be about a yard and a half short the way it looks from up here. Lebanon looking over to the bench. Are they going to give it a try to go for the first down? Still early in this contest, first quarter action. Fourth down and about a yard and a half to go. Short in there at quarterback. Still looking over to the sidelines. And I think timeout is going to be called. I saw Matt Hopkins, the head coach, walking out this way, and he's going timeout, timeout.
I would have tried to draw him off sides because with the way they had with the discipline of being off sides, might have a shot at a penalty.
And Gary, what do you say about our student athlete of the week? Student athlete of the week is got all kind of papers over the top of it. Asim Mohammed, a senior in the culinary arts program at Springfield Clark CTC. Now, Asim plays basketball and football for his home school, Catholic Central, and plans to study psychology and attend Wilmington or Wright State. I've got a candidate right here next to me who might want to see him one of these days. See the presentation and hear his interview on www.facebook.com/localtv for me. Culinary. Boy, you ever wish you'd have done something other than what you do, Gary?
Well, you just
every day.
Every day. No. No.
Look at that. That's off the side of his foot and everything else, and it's going to be, it looks like about an 8-yard punt. Where are they going to mark it? It's going to be at Lebanon's 46-yard line.
Just off the side of his foot. He wants that back. And
badly.
Again, you know, they still have, Lebanon has not crossed the 50, and Springfield has. So Springfield has the 7 points you see on your screen right now. And coach is in the huddle right there giving them a big pep talk saying, we got to be more disciplined, no penalties, knock it off. And I can tell you that came right from Mo Douglas because I could hear him up here.
You got a hotline to him, huh? Top of your screen, got a wide receiver. In the slot to the top of your screen is Michael Brown-Stevens, who has had himself a pretty good ball game so far. Jeff Tolliver in the backfield, along with Moss. Man coming in motion, that being Stevens. Counterplay in the backfield, getting the football and moving down into Lebanon territory even more is the man who came in, that being Jeff Tolliver. Boy, they ran that counterplay nice. So the ball's going to be at the 43-yard line. It's going to bring up second down. 3-yard pickup, so second down and about 7 to go for the first down.
A lot of teams running that counterplay anymore.
Yeah.
It really, really is effective.
Very. We saw it last week a couple of times. Again, they look over to the sidelines. Running backs in there for Springfield being Smoot and Tolliver.
That's why they call it the triple option, right?
Yeah. They fake it to Smoot. Here comes Moss. He keeps the football. And, boy, he had some running room. He just had somebody wrapped around his ankles, and that somebody was Mason DiGenerio.
And he's been in on a couple tackles. Watch as this ball comes right at you. And watch the tackle. Slides off of that.
Yeah.
But the guy that they kind of took out late out of that picture was Nick Straw. So whatever the defense is doing or the offense for Springfield, they're kind of picking on Straw by, all means that they need.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah. He's leading the G-Walk, folks. So take him out of the picture, and you got a shot up the middle.
Stevens, that's Larry Stevens, top of your screen. In the slot to the top is Michael Brown Stevens. So the Stevens boys out there. Handed off in the backfield, heading to this near sideline. Getting a...
There's your guy, Straw, coming across.
Yeah, got him there. And that, I'm trying to look across the field where the yard marker is, and I think he's going to be about a yard short. That's going to bring up a 4th down, as the ball will be down to right around the 37-yard line, Gary. 4th down. Yeah, it's closer to 2 right now for the 1st down.
And they're going to go with it. Coming into the game is Jalen Minnie. He's going to be in the backfield.
Called Minnie's name. Yeah, he's in at quarterback.
Yeah. There we go.
Going to hand it off.
They
Picking his way through there and getting down to the 35. That will be enough for the 1st down if indeed they give him the mark, and that was Smoot with the football.
And the chains are moving.
Yeah, he just kind of did. He hunted and pecked his way right across there.
It's kind of a new look here for Springfield because you see film and watch film and watch more film, and then you go, wait, who's this guy at quarterback? What's going on here?
It's kind of like the Wildcat.
Yep.
Yeah, because they're putting him in. Yeah, but Minnie played a lot, if I'm not mistaken, the last time we were here.
Yeah, Minnie's back in there now.
Yeah, sure is.
And right behind him is the big gun.
I'm just kind of looking down at the sidelines, making sure that Raheem Moss is okay.
It was tossed down pretty well by Nick Straw.
Hands it up. There it goes. Right side. Nice hole. Gary, you and I could have run through that and taking it, carrying the mail with Smoot. Smoot gets it down right to the 30-yard line, so that's going to bring up about 6 yards to go for the 1st down. Nice 4-yard pickup. Boy, you can pick that up every time. You're in business. As coming over to the sideline, getting the play was Jalen Minnie. So Minnie calling the plays. Really quite surprised that Moss is not in there, the kind of game that he was having. Snap back. Here comes Minnie to this near side. He wants to get the corner, can he? Little bit, but not much. Gets it inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line.
Nice tackle by Caleb Newman for Lebanon. And I'm looking down the sideline.
Yeah, both of us are.
I can't really see him, and I don't see anybody being treated down there. And the coaches are having a nice little discussion with the new quarterback that's come in, Jalen Minnie, as he goes back out on the field.
Michael Brown Stevenson on that conversation as well. We've got 3 receivers, which will go to the top of your screen. It's a 3rd down and 4. Ball at the 28. So they got to get the ball down to about the 24-yard line, and that is going to do it. That is the end of our 1st quarter of action with the score 7-0. Springfield, more high school football action coming your way on the local TV for me, Sports Network.